Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Orioles today is Mike Boddicker, whose record is 5-5 with a 4.37 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Steve Mura, whose record is 1-1 with a 9.31 ERA. And so the Tigers have given up 9 runs in 5 out of the last 6 games, in which we've lost all of those. We did win one game here against the Indians 7-6, which we really should have lost. And so with the trade deadline coming, and now the team is 2 games out, and there's 4 teams better than us right now. We're 5th in the American League with our record. I've deemed it necessary to start trading off players that we were planning on losing at the end of the year anyway. And it's not like we're giving up. I mean, if we're going to lose with them, we can definitely lose without them, and save some payroll for next year. And also, trading away Ricky Henderson, which I've already done, and Eddie Murray, which I've already done, and getting some prospects back, saving that payroll, planning for the future, and maybe, just maybe, with getting Dan Petrie back tomorrow from the injured list, maybe that will be a catalyst that will help us, maybe win the division. I mean, it's a long shot any way you slice it. We were 7-1 to start off the month of July, and we've gone 3-10 since then. And we have shown no aptitude for keeping our opponents to a reasonable sum. And so, yeah, we've made some trades. Let's get to the point. Let's take a look here. Transactions. Freddie Cardona just tagged me in a photo. Okay, thanks, Freddie. Let's take a look at transactions. Yes, Ricky Henderson has gone to Houston for Vicente Palacios, who is in long relief. We're going to change him to a starter. He's only 20 years old, and we want him to be a future starter. He's got to get that endurance up. He's 20 years old. He's in single A. We've given him a promotion to double A. And he's got a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. His control's not great. He's walking a lot of batters. But maybe we can turn him into something useful for us in the near future. So, his fastball is rated 91. His curveball is rated an 88. I mean, that is awesome. This is a pitcher that we could definitely use if we can get him stretched out a little bit. So, Vicente Palacios and left fielder Jeff Stone. Jeff Stone can only play the left field position. He does have some power. He's had 12 home runs in double A. That's where he's going to be for us. He's driven in 62 runs. He steals bases. His speed is a 99. Screw Ricky Henderson. Ricky Henderson is an 86 in this game. Makes no sense. So this could be our left fielder of the future. He could also be a leadoff guy for us with that speed. 30 out of 36 is pretty solid. Now, is he going to get on base enough? He's definitely not Ricky Henderson in that capacity because Ricky walks a lot. But Ricky's always injured. Jeff Stone's health not that much better either. So we do have some issues with him. But I felt like it's like a project that we might be able to take advantage of. Then I went ahead and I traded Eddie Murray to the Blue Jays. He's going to be their DH. And we got Jesse Barfield in return. Now, Jesse Barfield is a rookie this year for Toronto. Not really having a great season. He hit his first career home run against us, actually. But what he does offer us is stellar defense in left field or right field. We've put him at a AA for now. He is somebody that we could call up for maybe like a September call-up, but I wanted him to stay in the minors. Get this overall number up, including his peak number. His peak number is not even league average. This is Jesse freaking Barfield. He's got a 95 arm out there in the outfield. He's got some power, we know that. But all of his other peripheral numbers are not great. So maybe we'll put him in our minors where we have some good money allocated toward coaching, and maybe we can get his numbers up so that he can be a value to us in the future. So, yes, we did get rid of 2 everyday players, some big names, but Eddie Murray, my rationalization for this, we traded for him last year after he was batting .316 in Baltimore. He came over here and was total garbage with a .554 OPS. I mean, he killed our season last year. This year, playing pretty well, but, he's going to free agency. He wasn't making a ton of money. But we've got Greg Brock, a left-handed power hitter at first base who's rated more highly than him defensively. And half the at-bats had 12 home runs. So Greg Brock will be our first baseman. And Ricky Henderson has been a huge disappointment for us. As far as on-base percentage goes, yes, he does walk. He does get on base. But the stolen base, his speed, rating so low, stolen base is nowhere near where he would be in real life. I have no idea why the game does not allow him to be better. And he gets caught stealing all the time, including in the most important moments of the game, he gets thrown out. So you know what? That eliminates all the speed from our team right now, and that kind of makes us one-dimensional. But in a sense, I don't have to worry about stealing anymore, So now after this ball game, if you want to stick around, I know we've already delayed the start of this game, but Steve Mura will be traded after this ball game. We get Dan Petrie back, and Mura, who is also a free agent at the end of the year, will be gone. So if you want to help me trade him for a third-string beer vendor, then stick around, and we're going to make that happen. I did move Brian Kelly into the rotation after Tom Filer gave up 7 walks in yesterday's start. We like Tom Filer. I have no problem with Tom Filer. He is just not a strikeout pitcher. We'll keep him in long relief. If we lose another starter this year, he might work his way back into the rotation, but we should give Brian Kelly a chance to see what he can really do. There's Steve Mura. We don't care about him anymore. Here's our lineup against Mike Boddicker, right-hander, Greg Brock in there at first base, Mickey Hatcher still at the DH, and Kevin Bass will take over center field for the rest of the season. We might actually split him with Eddie Miller, who I don't particularly like anymore, but maybe we'll do a lefty-righty kind of thing with him. And Barbaro Garbe is back up in the majors to be a backup first baseman. He was actually having a pretty good minor league season, batting .264, 26 doubles, 12 home runs. So he'll get a shot at the majors. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the Orioles lineup rundown for today's ball game. Same as yesterday. Leading off playing left field is Alan Bannister. Batting second, playing second base is Wayne Krenchicki. Batting third at third base is John Castino. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Jim Traber. Batting fifth and DHing is Greg Luzinski. Batting sixth, playing shortstop is Robin Yount. Batting seventh and catching is Ray Smith. Batting eighth in right field is Ken Singleton. And batting ninth in center field is Rick Manning. Steve Mura, we hardly knew ye. 4 starts, 1-1 with a 9.31 ERA. His last start, look at 317 opponent's batting average. His last start was an abomination against humankind. Let's take a look at his log. Yeah, he's had 2 1/3 inning starts back to back, giving up runs, walking everybody, and just being an asshole. Let's be honest, he's an asshole. He doesn't have a fastball. Nothing he offers is good. One of the things we were looking forward to is adding an arm that wasn't going to cost us anything, but much like Joaquin Andahar, who's also been horrible, he's given us nothing, absolutely nothing, and we don't care if you're happy. You're going to be putting some bathrobes in your suitcase and packing that shit up and hitting the road. Okay, there's the defense for the Tigers today. Definitely a defensive downgrade in center field. Kevin Bass's best position is right field, but we're going to use him out there in center. Why not? It's going to be tough, though, because Gibby's not great in left field either, so Bass is going to have to cover a lot of territory out there. Alrighty then, here is Alan Bannister leading off against Steve Mura. If Mura throws a no-hitter, I'm going to be pissed. Oh, there we go. A base hit into right field for Bannister, and we don't have to worry about that. Will he be going on Kennedy? Kennedy with his 81 rated arm. A line drive to center. That's catchable for Bass. Oh, it falls in. Come on. No. This is already going to be out of hand. First two guys are on. Here's John Castino. He's popping it up. Will Whitaker make the catch? He does. One down. That will bring up Jim Traber. He's the guy that got the job for Eddie Murray when he was traded to Detroit, when Murray came to D-Town. Ground ball to short. Can we turn two? We do, and Mura gets out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the Tigers lineup rundown for today. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second, playing shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third at first base is Greg Brock. Batting cleanup and DHing is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth, playing third base is George Brett. Batting sixth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting seventh in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting eighth and catching, Terry Kennedy. And batting ninth in center field is Kevin Bass. Mike Boddicker on the mound for the Orioles, another pitcher who feels like he's always injured. His health is a 76, so hopefully he'll last the season. He's making his 15th start, 5-5, 4.37 ERA, 64 Ks in 101 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .278 against him. 4 complete games. He does have a shutout. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage, 47.8. He's got 4 pitches in his arsenal, but the slow curve and the changeup are his main pitches. He's got that Fosh ball that we talked about every time we see him. I'm still not clear on what a Fosh ball is. I think Dave K tried to explain it, but I wasn't paying attention. Overall, Boddicker rated an 87. He's 25 years old, and he goes to arbitration next year. Facing Detroit, he's got 2 starts. He got a no decision on the June 23rd, giving up 4 runs and 9 hits, and he got a loss on July 4th. So he was not celebrating with fireworks. He was setting them off, though. Gave up 6 runs in 6 2/3 innings with 9 hits. All right, let's take a look at the defense for the Orioles. They have so-called gold glovers in right field and center field, with Kenny Singleton, probably the worst defensive player in the game as an everyday starter. Here's Sweet Lou leading off. He strikes out. There we go. There we are, folks. 1 down. Trammell, ground ball to short. And here's Greg Brock. It's kind of hard to argue with this trade, batting .312, 12 home runs, .615 slugging percentage versus righties. And he walks a lot. He's getting on base. Now here's a Mickey Hatcher. Here's a guy that I thought moving him to DH so he didn't worry about his terrible defense at third would spark him, but he's been pretty bad. There's a base hit up the middle from Hatcher. Here we go. It's a new regime. First and second, 2 down. George Brett at the plate. Brett has been the only Tiger who's been hitting lately. He strikes out as the Fosh ball drops off the table. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. Here's the bull. Greg Luzinski leading off. 1-0 count, and a sharply hit ground ball in the hole. It's short, and Trammell makes an error. Luzinski on first. Robin Yount at the plate. Hall of Famer, batting .296, 15 home runs, base hit to left. Yeah, Luzinski not going to third. So, just like the first inning, the first 2 guys are on base. Ray Smith at the plate. Maybe a double play situation here. 1-1 count. There's a ground ball to Trammell. Will he make this play? He does. A double play. Luzinski advances to third. I would have liked to have seen... I guess you got to take 2 there, right? You wouldn't want to just get the lead runner at third. Kenny Singleton up. And also rated 69 overall. And yet he's absolutely crushed us. He's only got 4 home runs on the season. Mura can't bother to even get it over the plate. Walks him on 4 pitches. Kind of, I guess he's pitching around him there. Doesn't make sense, though, to go to try to get to Manning. Manning might be the better hitter. 0-2 count. And a ground ball to Trammell. And he makes the play. So we keep him off the board, despite letting the first 2 guys get on. We go to the bottom of the second. Here is Gibby leading off. Gibby up to 253. Striking out. Fosh ball. 3 Ks for Boddicker. Hey, there's Glenn Wilson. Base hit to left. Second Tigers hit. And an error by the left fielder. Bannister allows Wilson to get to second. Bannister, by trade, is a second baseman. So it's weird having him out there, but not the worst rated guy we've seen. So a runner in scoring position for Terry Kennedy. Kennedy, he was a good trade for us, batting .293, 8 home runs. Slices it into left field, caught. Do we want to tag? I'm going to say no. Wilson would score on a base hit with 2 outs, in theory. And here's Kevin Bass, now tasked with being the everyday center fielder. If you take a look at his numbers, he had 302 at-bats last year coming in as an everyday player due to injuries. 2 down, runner on second. And Bass hits a grounder to second. We are going to the third inning, so we cannot take advantage of the error by Bannister. And Bannister leads off the top of the third. Base hit to right. Can we get the first 2 guys on? Let's see if Krenchicki can keep it rolling for them. Leadoff man on first. There's a ground ball to short. A lot of grounders to Trammell. He does get the force out at second. Krenchicki on first. Here is John Castino. 1 down. And Krenchicki steals. Pitch was called to strike. That is his 10th stolen base of the year. And he is in scoring position. We're going to pull the outfield in. Do our best to prevent that run from scoring on a base hit. There's only 1 out, so it's not likely he'd be running. Ground ball to third. Brett looks Krenchicki back and throws out Castino. 2 down, and Jim Traber at the plate. This would be a good intentional walk situation, but I mean, really, what's the difference at this point? Let's just go after him. And a pass ball. There we go. We got the pass ball out of the way. Now we need a wild pitch and a balk to get the mogul trifecta. We've had a stolen base this inning and a pass ball. Let's see what's up next. Full count. Ground ball to Brett. He spears it and he throws him out. All right. Things could have got sideways. Instead, we go to the bottom of the third with Lou leading off. The other great thing about getting rid of Ricky Henderson is that he's always tired. Like, as the season goes on, he's been all right since the All-Star break. You got that big 4 days off. But he's basically tired twice a week to the point where you do have to take him out anyway. So there's a base hit for Trammell. I would be curious to see how much better, Bass is. I mean, maybe Bass is not as good of a hitter, but at least it's going to be in the lineup all the time as Brock pops it up. Play is made by Yount. 2 down. Trammell still on first. Do we dare try to steal? Ironically, do we try to steal? What is his percentage this year? He's got 10 stolen bases, 10 out of 14. I think we're going to let Mickey Hatcher swing. And he strikes out. He doesn't even bother to swing. We're going to the 4th inning. Steve Mura. 3 innings, giving up 4 hits so far. All right, here is the bull, Greg Luzinski. That was a good pitch from Mura. Down and in. Getting Luzinski to pop it up to third. 1 out. Next up is Robin Yount. Mura showcasing all of his good pitches. He wants to be in somebody's rotation. His bags are packed. Smith, a line drive to right, and a 1-2-3 inning from Mura. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Here is George Brett. He's got 1 career home run versus Mike Boddicker. Pulls it into right. Singleton makes the catch. I think he hit with a 65. I don't know how he makes any catch. The glove is on the wrong hand. If you have a 65, you have the glove in the wrong hand. That's the only way you can have it. Gibby walks. We are going to send Gibby. Why not? Why not, indeed? Gibby's not having a good year. I think he's 50%, right? He's 8 out of 16? Yeah. He had 29 stolen bases last year. Let's see if we can get him to second base here. Gibby! No. That'll clear the bases for Glenn Wilson. Ground ball to second. We're going to the 5th inning. Kenny Singleton leading off. Walks. Leadoff man is on for Rick Manning. A high fly ball to right. Wilson making the easy catch. 1 down. Singleton, you know it's not going to be running. 55 speed. Can't drive 55. And as a ground ball to second. That should be a double play. There we go. All right. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. That could be it for Mura. I mean, he had a 9.31 ERA coming into the game. So, you know, eventually the game was going to even him out a little bit. Terry Kennedy strikes out 5 Ks. Boddicker going with the slow curve on 3 straight pitches. All bunched together there. If he was a marksman, that guy would be dead. Oh, there we go. Kevin Bass into deep center field up against the wall. We're going to send him for 3, and Bass has a triple. Big hit Bass. Standing on third base. Let's, at the very least, come on, Lou. He's 0 for 6 in his career versus Boddicker. Anywhere in the outfield is a run. So let's go for a sac fly. Oh! Whitaker breaks out the boomstick. 2-0 Detroit. Wow, he is now tied for the team lead with 15 home runs. with Glenn Wilson, and I guess technically Eddie Murray had 15 home runs before we dumped him on Toronto. Okay, 2-0 Detroit. Here's Trammell, 1 down. Trammell popping it up. Oh, thanks, Freddie, commenting on the epic sideburns of Eddie Murray. He doesn't know what's coming. Freddie doesn't. 2 down. Freddie must be behind in a couple games. And, wow, Brock strikes out. We are going to the 6th inning. That's going to do it for Mura. We're going to give him a head start to the hotel. We got cab fare one way, Mura. You're going to have to call an Uber to get to the airport. And we'll let you know. We'll let you know what team you're going to. Anyway. Tom Filer not available. So we got some lefties. Yeah, the Creeper. Creeper had a bad game. Hi, guys. Yeah, I think what we're going to do here with Creeper is maybe try to get at least one inning out of him. Got a couple lefties here. Also, of note, these baseball cards are done. They're going to be shipped tomorrow from Jeremy DeJong. And then that means a contest is coming very, very soon. I know I've been saying that for almost a month now. But these things take time, and I want these to be like an addition to the contest. And so, yes, the Paul Gibson, the Creeper, 1-of-1 card will be shipped tomorrow here, and then we will get a contest going. There is a ground ball base hit by Krenchicki, 5th hit for the Orioles. Leadoff man is on. Here's John Castino. He hits lefties pretty damn well, batting .353 versus left-handers, and a balk. Okay, so we've got the pass ball and the balk. So we need a wild pitch. We've had the stolen base. What are we missing other than the wild pitch? I don't know. We're going to pull the outfield in. I don't think it's going to make a difference here. Ground ball to third. That'll hold Krenchicki. Lefty on lefty now with Jim Traber up there. Traber batting .207 versus left-handers, but Paul Gibson can't seem to get lefties out. Well, he does saw him off, popping it up to Whitaker. That's high. There we go. 2 down. And the bull. Do we walk the bull? Do we take the bull for a walk to bring up Yount? I don't think we even pitched to him. I think we got to bring in Roger Weaver. He lost his closing job, but he has pitched well. Bringing the ERA down. Last couple appearances have been decent. Hasn't walked anybody in the last 2, so that's something. Luzinski actually hits righties better somehow. That could be a bad move on my part. 0-2 count! Striking him out. There we go. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Sticky Mickey leading off. Hatcher goes to arbitration at the end of the year. So, another error. This one by Robin Yount. It's the second error by the Orioles today. Bannister had the first. I was saying about Hatcher, he goes to arbitration at the end of the year. And I wouldn't mind keeping him. I mean, his rating is below 80. He's not even average, but he's 78 now. But you can't argue with what he's done for us. I mean, this season, well, he's under 700 OPS. He's he's not much at walking, but he's done better this year. But he produces. I mean, I guess he hasn't had an RBI in a while, though, huh? Yeah, only 8 RBI in the last 20 games. So maybe he's on the downturn. Anyway, the worst we could sign him and trade him. We'll see. Okay, here's George Brett, runner on first. We're going to hit and run. First time doing this today. Hatcher on first, stay on the double play. Hard hit, ground ball to Yount. That'll get Hatcher to second base. In scoring position for Gibson. Gibby's waiting on the Fosh. He's gonna wait for the ball to get deep into the zone. He's waiting on the Fosh. Got the fast. That'll move Hatcher to third. Glenn Wilson up next. And he grounds out to Krenchicki. Go to the top of the 7th inning. Tigers are up 2-0. Let's take a look at the in-game stats, I guess. Why not? Whitaker. 2-run dong. He is probably the player of the game. Let's see. We got Robin Yount leading off. We're going to leave Roger Weaver in there. We do have a couple righties before we get to a switch hitter and the lefties. See if Weaver can try to get the job done here. 1-0 count to Yount. Ground ball to Trammell. He's been busy out there at short. 1 out. Ray Smith up next. 2-2 count. Popping it up. I think that strikeout by Weaver of Luzinski, that was the first strikeout the whole ball game for the Tiger pitchers. So, okay, 2 down. We'll let Weaver face the switch hitter Singleton. Batting .245 versus righties at a ground ball to Lou. We're going to the bottom 7th. Mike Boddicker, excuse me, at 88 pitches. With Terry Kennedy leading off. Oh, that was ball. He gets a base hit. This ball 4 anyway. Oh, that was close. And another error by Bannister. They're trying to give us this ball game. Sloppy. Okay, so we have a runner at second. Tried to hit to the right side for Kevin Bass. Bass had a triple, which ultimately led to Whitaker's 2-run home run. Pulls it to right. That'll get Kennedy over. Pulls it to first, to the right side of the infield, is what I intended on saying. So Kennedy in scoring position for Lou. We asked him for a sac fly last time, and he gave us a bomb. Let's see if we can get a double dose of that. 1-2 count. Nerp. And Traber. Ground ball to Yount, and that'll do it. So we are going to the 8th inning. Good job by Weaver. Bullpen. Pitching staff has done well today. I guess maybe we send a message. Play better or you're on the way to Toronto. Okay, so here's Cappy coming in. Cappy's been solid. He's so solid. He's also going to arbitration this year. We're going to pay him whatever he needs. I know it says might trade, but that, we didn't need it. Here's Rick Manning leading off against Capizzillo. Striking him out. 1 down. Alan Bannister, he's made a couple errors today, but he's got a couple hits. Base hit to right. He's 3 for 4. And he stretches it into a double. Wow, Bannister trying to make up for his poor defense, his 21st double of the year. He had 57 last year leading the American League. I believe he actually led all of baseball now that I think about it. So a runner in scoring position. We are going to play the outfield in for Krenchicki, who doesn't have power, but he hit his first home run. No, who was it? Oh, it was Bannister who hit the first home run. Yeah. In yesterday's game, he hit the first home run of the year, his first home run since 1979. That's how you know you're having a bad game. He walks Krenchicki. One swing of the bat from Castino could give the Orioles the lead. But we want Cappy to face Traber. So we're going to have to guard the lines here and pitch to Castino, who's absolutely tore up left-handers. Here we go. A ground ball to Lou and a double play. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. The shutout is preserved. Luis De Leon into a pitch for the Orioles. 24-year-old right-hander appearing in his 22nd game of the year. 1-0, 6.04 ERA, not good. 15 Ks in 28 in the 3rd innings, posted by 281. Fastball tops out at 92 miles an hour. That is his best pitch. It's rated an 86. He's got a slider. Round average there. Overall rated an 84. Goes to arbitration next year. Okay, so we've got Brock, Hatcher, and Brett due up. Here's Greg Brock. Brock is 0 for 2 today. He's walked. He's due. There's a base hit in the center field. You can't keep the Brock Nest monster down. Okay, runner on first. Hit and run time. Stay on the double play. And Hatcher, that 92 contact. He's good at it. Oh, he pops it up. That'll drop into right center field. It will be caught. Somehow Singleton. His glove was where his hat should be. His hat was where his glove should be. But he still made the catch. One out, runner on first. Oh, an infield single for Brett. We'll take it. He's 1 for 4 on the day. Only Tiger that doesn't have a hit, actually, is Kirk Gibson, who's at the plate. First and second, one down. We'd love for Gibby to have a clutch hit here. Give us an insurance run. 2-0 count. And he flips it to left. There's a base hit. Brock is going to score. Actually, everybody scores. Hatcher scores from first. It is a 2-run double for Gibby, his 7th double on the season. Poor defensive play out there by Bannister, letting that ball get by him. He's got 2 errors today, and that blunder, it's 4-0 Detroit. Here's Big Willie style Glenn Wilson. He strikes out looking. And Terry Kennedy. Oh, he gaps it into left center field. Gibby will score. It's off the wall. Kennedy's got a double. His 2nd hit of the day. 5th double on the season. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. Kevin Bass up next. And he strikes out. We are going to the 9th inning. Absolutely leaving Capizzillo in there to face Traber. He would actually get a save if we let him close out the game, right? Because he came in within 3 runs, and even though it's 5-0, he would still get a save if he were to go the distance here. So we're going to give it a go. Here's Jim Traber batting .205 versus lefties, popping it up. Now, I probably should have put Eddie Miller in center field. I have to get in the habit of doing that. Eddie Miller much better defensively. Traber pops out to Brett. There's 1 down. Here's Greg Luzinski. This is a tough out. 1-2 count. Striking him out. Painting the corner. Looking good. Where's pitch number 4 at? Is it behind number 3? Or is it behind number 5? I don't know. Well, it have to be behind number 5, I guess, right? 2 down. Here it is. Tigers on the verge of throwing a shutout in Steve Mura's final game. Robin Yount. Base hit into center field. It never goes easily. Yount on first. Here's Ray Smith batting .305 versus lefties. Cappy strikes him out. Tigers win 5-0. That was a message-sending game. Handshakes, butt slaps, slap-a-steaks. 5-0 victory. No trade offers. The game has gone dead as far as trades go. We're going to trade Mura here in a moment. So stick around for that. Let's take a look at the standings. We're still a game back. Headline news. Oh, Ricky Henderson goes to Houston. There you go. Read all about it. Jeff Stone, Vincente Palacios. Could be a candidate for... No, now, Ricky Henderson does have a tie for Trammell for team MVP, but I guess if you're not on the team, you're not eligible. Boston wins 8-3 to share first place. They beat Toronto. No news about how Eddie Murray did there. We'll scan this quickly just in case something interesting is in there. Nothing. Rangers and Allard shut down the Indians. Bump Wills hit a home run. Bump Wills, another Miguel Delaney who's got a lot of power. Although Bump Wills did have a couple of seasons where he did hit double digits. With a 5-0 win, there's Steve Mura. A 5-0 victory. Mura allowed no earned runs. Smith struggled for the Orioles. He went 0 for 4. Traber struggled. Castino struggled. Everyone struggles. Okay, let's take a look at transactions. Phil Niekro retires. He hangs up the cleats. Doesn't show him going to the Hall of Fame. He only had 241 victories in our sim. He had that good, solid year for the Braves in 1980, where he went 15-8, and then not a lot would happen after that. And did not have a contract this year, did he? No, he was free agent. Fergie Jenkins retires from Toronto. He has not pitched in the majors since 1981. In real life, in 83, he was on the Cubbies at age 40. He did not go to the Hall of Fame. 270 victories. That's a good career. And then Bobby Mitchell, center fielder for the Dodgers, gets a 4-year extension at $230 per year. All right. If you stuck around this long, it's because you want to see who we get for Steve Mura. Steve Mura, he's 28 years old, and he's got a low contract. He goes to free agency at the end of the year, so we don't care. Now, if we just said, give us anybody, who are they going to give us? All right, so Houston wants to give us Andre Dawson back. We are not taking on his salary, although we could use a better outfielder. So in a weird way, that's kind of makes sense, actually. But all right, and then, but he's a free agent at the end of the year, which is what the impetus was for us trading him. Charlie Huff, middle reliever. We're looking at Huff out of curiosity. He hasn't really done much. Not really a starter. Of course, 10 years later at age 45, he was the opening day starter for the Florida Marlins. So he's still got 10 more years, technically. And he's got good ratings. I mean, I wouldn't say no. They're betting 149 against him. He's got that knuckler. That might be kind of fun, right? Let's see. The other offer is Lenny Fido. Oh, this would be trading to interdivision to. No, I guess Minnesota's in the West, technically, I guess, right? For Lenny Fido and Kelvin Torvey. Let's see who they are. Lenny Fido, we know he's a shortstop. His son pitches for Detroit right now in real life. Yeah, I mean, no. He sucks. Mel Torme. He is a first baseman. He's got a little bit of power. He is bouncing between AA and single A. He's not that great. Okay, defensively, no arm. Yeah, I'm going to say no. So, I guess, do we want Charlie Huff? What is Charlie Huff making? Oh, no. No. Okay, so we're going to say no. We're going to switch this to prospects. Give us your youngins. Oh, okay. Wow. Texas wants to give us 4 schlubs. They definitely could use a starter. Let's take a look to see what Texas has here. I mean, these are maybe all schlubs, but as long as they're cheap schlubs, we'll take them. And they even have someone over 80 rating. So let's take a look at Urbano Lugo. I believe he pitched for the Mets in real life. Oh, he's in an Angels uniform there. He could be a starter. He's pitching well. He's walked way too many, but he's in single A. I mean, I'm okay with that. I mean, it's a guy, right? It's blood. Bob Guerin, future manager, catcher. We have a ton of catchers, man. He's been in single A his whole career. Can't even get at bats in single A. And not very good, not very well rated. We have Kurt Kepscher. Let's take a look at him. Terrible numbers. Looks like he played for the Cardinals at one point in his real life. Not great. Everything's below average. He's not happy. And Sam Khalifa, he was a Pittsburgh Pirates shortstop. He's batting .298, despite having not much of a rating. I'm not overall impressed. I mean, I would probably just trade him straight up for Urbano Lugo. Oh, I guess I kind of like his Khalifa's speed, and he's healthy, and maybe his defense would improve. Okay, so we're gonna that might be what we do here. Let's take a look at this threefer from the Brew Crew. Carlos Ponce. Single A guy, not a lot to offer, not great defensively. He's got some power. Healthy speed, even. Interesting, intriguing, Rob Malacote. He's maladjusted. Wow. Command 96. No pitches above 80, but maybe we could work with that though. 91 mile an hour fastball. I like that as well. 2 for 2. And John Davis, generic name, generic reliever. He likes chicks. His numbers look really good. 89 mile an hour fastball. He's long relief. We would convert him to a short reliever. Have him improve some of his skills. Another great command. Everything else kind of sucks. I like this trade. This might be the best trade. That is a better trade. We already saw Kelvin Torvey. What a Rob Woodward from the Gigantes. This is a 1-for-1 deal. He's languishing in single A. Nothing to offer. Pitching really well. Wow. Kind of a in-between guy. Not the worst. That's Rob Woodward, who played for the Boston Red Sox. We don't want Jeff Richardson. We know that. Leo Hernandez. We don't need another third base. We have Matt Williams. We have Mike Pagliarulo in Double A. We have third baseman. So I think we're going to trade for this Milwaukee threefer. Can they throw some money in, make it sweet for us? The trade is evenly balanced. Okay, what do you think, guys? I mean, we're getting rid of Steve Mura after he pitched pretty solidly, actually. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to get these schlubs for that schlub, get rid of that contract, save some money, and sign the deal. Nice. Okay. Let's take one last look at transactions. You see the deal done? Steve Mura to Milwaukee. Now, is he going to be in Milwaukee's rotation? I'd have to think so, right? Let's take a look at the pitching staff. Mura, he is the number 4 pitcher. Definitely better than Bill Travers. He's 3-12. Definitely better than the guy he replaced, Fred Holdsworth, who was 5-13. Former Detroit Tiger. A lot of former Detroit Tigers out here. Jim Slayton, Larry Sorensen. All right, so we got to feel good about that, right? We helped out Steve Mura, really. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Player of the game, it could be Sweet Lou. He did hit the 2-run home run. That kind of gave us a little bit of, he gave us the lead, gave us some breathing room as well. As it takes a moment here to load. This was a long one. I appreciate everyone sticking around. I know I've been crabby lately. As every Tiger got a hit, Terry Kennedy had 2. But we're going to give it to Lou. Gibby got thrown out. Look at that. We had 4 extra base hits. That's nice. Steve Mura got the win. What a tool. And the bullpen did a good job. George Capizzillo, that's his first save. We kept him in there for 2 innings. That's weird to consider, right? And yeah, the player of the game will be Lou Whitaker. Alan Trammell takes over the number 1 spot now as Player of the Year awards, with Gibby now in second place. So that's going to do it for today. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 3 of the 3-game series. Dan Petrie is back. Jack Morris will get the start tomorrow, but Petrie will move into the number 2 spot, and we'll see what he's got to offer. All right, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.